All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm gonna react to this video. It's by Fitness FAQs. It's a dude. He says, "Is overhead press good for building muscle? Overhead is underrated. It is not the best exercise for building muscle. You understand me? It is not the best exercise for building muscle and strength. I'll explain which is, and then it'll make you better at pressing."
I want to be able to press shit overhead because I'm weak at that.
There is 50 plus exercises we could rattle off for shoulders. Whereas if
Number one, that pressing over your head, the overhead press, OHP, it's based on performance. So it's mostly concentric work. There is eccentric. There definitely is eccentric. But for overloading the eccentric, it is not a good exercise if you don't have a spotter. Let's say you're alone, but you want to definitely get strong at it. So how do you get strong? By building muscle. You have to build muscle to get bigger and stronger, and that weight will be a lot easier. Remember, the shoulder is a small area, but remember, you could take more load on the eccentric. That is what builds muscle, eccentric. So what do? You get a full stack on the cable machine. Some cables, I don't know, depends. They can go really high. I don't know how much. I don't know how much the weight is in your gym. I can't tell you for sure. So just do the whole stack. You can do the whole stack for a partial rep, and do as many partial reps that you can do. That your your arm is used as an anchor, holding on to the handle, pulling the stack, the cable stack. Doing cable rows or whatever you want to call it. So use your arm as an anchor, and then use your shoulder to lift it up and down, because it's going to be really heavy. You're not going to be able to completely fly the whole stack. Okay, it's going to be too heavy. You can't fly it. So your shoulder is going to kind of pull it. Your hand is going to hold, and then your shoulder is going to pull upward, and then it's going to pull down on your shoulder. When it pulls down, it's going to cause a damage to the muscle fiber. It's going to grow the muscle fiber. Okay, dude? That's how you do it. The front lateral, the same thing. You try to do heavy stacks, turn your body in the opposite direction, and pull upward. Partial reps, because why partial? Because you can't do a full concentric. You're going to go as heavy as you can, so you can't do a full concentric. You want all the load on the downforce. And your side laterals, the same thing. You can do crossovers, the whole stack, bro, the whole stack. Just lay down on the floor, pull it down, get it to pull the whole thing down, lay on your back, and just fucking do crossovers for side laterals. That's it. As heavy as you could go, as many sets as you can muster till the point that the muscle fails, not the set. The set doesn't fail, the muscles fail. The muscles are getting damaged. That's the whole point. Till you can't do any more sets. That means you have achieved muscle damage. That's it. And then allow 1 week for it to repair and remodel. That's it. And I guarantee you do that 2, 3, 4 weeks, your OHP is gonna it's gonna go through the sky, okay? Through the roof, all right?
Phenomenal.
And your shoulders are going to be fucking massive. That's what's going to happen. But if you keep doing this, pressing it, thinking that that's going to make your shoulders bigger, it's not. It's never going to make your shoulders big and strong, and your OHP is never going to go up. It'll go up to a certain degree, but it'll plateau which is going to take you forever to keep doing it. Trust me. You're just wasting your time. You're shooting darts, dude. You're shooting low darts.
You're going to get strong. You're going to build muscle in your shoulders, your chest.
You're not going to build muscles in your shoulder. Nobody has ever built muscles doing OHP. I'm telling you right now, nobody has ever built size in their shoulders doing OHP presses, other than squeezing glycogen in there, squeezing it at the top, doing concentric exercise. This is mostly a concentric exercise. Well, you could do a very heavy partial rep where you couldn't do the concentric, bouncing it off your shoulder and chest area, bouncing it up and down. You could try that, but that's not enough. That wouldn't cause enough. That won't do enough. Just focus on the eccentric load, man. Eccentric loading, that's going to cause damage to it. Multiple sets, reps. That's it.
Your triceps by overloading it, you know, with a strength dosage once a week and a hypertrophy dose.
Listen to what he says, overloading it with strength. What? There's no overload in the concentric form, you dumbass. All the overload is in the eccentric. Where are you being, on planet Mars? What kind of bodybuilder are you? And a hypertrophy dose, he says here. What?
Moderate reps the second time in a week. If that person
no moderate
tenacity
reps. You have to lift heavy enough where you can't, where all the heaviness is in the eccentric load and not concentric. You can't be able to lift it over your head. If you can, it's too light in the eccentric load. It will not damage the muscle fiber.
That one movement, instead of fluffing around with all this other stuff, you could argue that that person will make really serious progress.
No, I think they would.
They're not. See, that's why they keep speculating. Oh, I think they would and everything. Okay, prove it. It isn't. They're just making that up. Oh, I think they would and everything. Well, if they would already know that, wouldn't they, right? Look at their fucking shoulders.
Look at your fucking shoulders, man.
Exactly. Look at your fucking shoulders, man. You have none. You're like Blaha.
You've got heads I didn't even know existed.
Thank you. We're trying to introduce some new
Where? I don't see anything.
ones at Fitness FAQs.
Yeah, well, I mean, the anatomists say that there actually are 7 different distinct deltoid heads. You're one of few who can actually see them all 7, when you're doing like a push-up.
It's a point for the compound exercise.
If you have low body fat, then yes, you could see something. A lot of these skinny people with low body fat, you could see something. It doesn't have any shoulders, dude.
Is to make them great again, so to speak.
What does he mean by compound exercises, the big 4? This is not going to build you muscle. If you could do this for a concentric exercise, concentric doesn't build muscles, bro. If anything, it's going to make you lose muscle. That's why you got to focus on the eccentric load. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel.